Hello guys, Brandon Carey here, and today we're going to continue our adventures with Crash Bandicoot Warped. When we last left off, we had just finished taking out Dingodile. And I believe we also, please tell me that that this saved. Okay, yes, we did get the gem and the relic. Okay, that did save. Perfect. So yeah, we did one of the bonus levels last time as we ended up one of the COCO jet ski levels. And now we are on stage 3 of 5 in our quest to stop Dr. Cortex and Uka Uka from using the crystals to enslave all life on the planet. Also, thank you for following me. I appreciate it. So here we are in stage 3 with a new boss we will have to contend with. And we got a couple of color gems to look out for. That's good to hear. That's good to know. We're gonna start with we're actually going to start with this racing level over here, I think. We're going to start with that. Oh, I fucked up. Okay. So, because I had to do some testing before this recording, we missed the first cutscene where you're introduced to Dr. Nefarious Trophy, who is the boss for this stage of the game. And basically what you need to know is that he is the person who created the time twister machine. Also, clicking that alien sign, this is a secret level. It's a teleport to a secret level, which is why we did this level first. Hot Cocoa. This is another one of those levels where, jet ski level. But, Dr. Entropy, created the time twister machine. So he is the one that's enabling, Cortex and Uka Uka to try to steal the crystals from the eras of history. And so he's going to be our boss for this area of the game. You might notice that this jet ski level is a bit different than the other ones we've encountered thus far in the game, in that it's not really like this is actually a very open level. Because there's no crystal associated with this level, the only things that we can really collect are the gem and the time trial relic. And because of that, the level's gimmick is that it's an open world level, or not really open world, but it's a wider open level than a typical Crash level, where there's not a whole lot in terms of like there's not a linear corridor. I actually have to choose like what obstacles to tackle in what order, and I have a limited number of checkpoints that are just kind of scattered throughout the level. So I had to basically choose when to cash into my checkpoints and when not to. This is kind of like a resource management kind of thing, which makes it very unique in terms of Crash Bandicoot levels. Like, I think this is the only one in the entire, like, trilogy that's like this. but that it comes with its own pros and cons. It also means that when you know that's yeah. Oops. We're probably gonna lose a lot of lives here, but that's kind of alright because we have plenty. And we are still getting fruit when we break these crates, which will help us keep our lives. That's a really tight corner. And you drift a little more than I would like you to, but it's good. There we go. We got it. Oh, no, 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 no. Shit. Ooh, that was close. There we go. See, there's only 70 boxes, so we do have to pace ourselves. And when we cash in on these checkpoints. Because if we take checkpoints too soon, there won't be enough to really, like, lock in our progress. But if we don't, like, if we don't take our checkpoints, then it's just gonna be more frustrating because then we'll have to redo significant portions of this level. Of course, it also makes this level a very weird time trial because the time trial essentially is break the nitro crate and then leave, because you saw those nitro crates at the entrance to this level. That's also the exit. I should probably wait till I get the detonator crate before I even try those boxes, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's actually probably the smart move. Okay, that was dumb of me. Okay, that's a little bullshit. Okay, so I'll wait for you to run past, and yeah. Okay, there we go. Now I get it. It's like that's a very tight turn for that bomb. Okay. Let's be gentle. I think I'm trying to rush through this when I really shouldn't and don't have to. There we go. Now, if they're stationary, this actually isn't that bad. But it is very rare to see a level like this in a Crash game. This is a very unique level. Just because so much of Crash is just how, like, the linear flow of a stage. And this is so not that in almost every way. Alright. Yeah, I think I do lock in this checkpoint at this point. That's worth it. Because we have done a lot. Like, that detonator crate is a significant part of the struggle in this stage. Also makes a lot of these much safer than they otherwise would be! Okay, I gotta turn. Okay, that's how that works. I actually gotta turn. Let's just try getting this one box. There we go! It was a little tight, but we got it. $20 boxes left. Leave them over here. That's an intimidating bomb. Alright, so we have those boxes. those boxes over there. One more checkpoint we can cash into if we need it. We might do that soon. Okay, there's that box in the water, so there's a little trick you gotta do to get that box. So if you're fast enough on this ramp, you will actually dive underwater for a split second, and that's what we need to do to break that box. Yes, there we go. That's how you break that box. This is honestly less of a platform level, more of an obstacle course. Or an obstacle arena. Okay, I don't see any boxes here. Those must have been all nitros. Oh. No, that's not a box. Okay, we're good. We can ignore that entirely. There's one more checkpoint over there too, which means we can kind of safely cash out in this checkpoint. You have to ration them kind of closely. These are not. Okay, these are moving. These are moving. Okay, so we got 6 boxes that remain. And one of them is a checkpoint, so we're actually in very good shape at this moment in time. Though I think the relic here can be a bit obnoxious, so I think the time is very tight. Alright, and 1. Okay, I see the last couple boxes now. Kind of a straight shot at this point. And 1, 2. And there's the last one. And now we have the gem. And since we broke that nitro crate, the portal is now open. Now, in the original game, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to redo that level, you would have to play the racing mission again. I want to check over here. Okay, so that's a shame. They didn't add the convenience feature. When did Activision acquire the rights to Crash and Spyro? That's a good question. I actually don't know the answer to that. So I know Sony didn't actually own Crash or Spyro. That was owned by Universal. So I presume at some point Universal either sold the rights to Activision or their gaming division was bought by Activision at some point. That's the only way that would make sense to me. But since we still have to do the relic for Hot Cocoa, we are going to have to go back and revisit that stage. So we're just sitting here looking for that alien crossing sign. That bird's a nice hint. But since we have the gem, the only thing left to get in this level is the relics, which means all we have to do is kind of blow up the nitro box and kind of get out. That's all our real goal is, breaking time crates along the way. See, because we can't just leave, because the nitros are blocking our path. That should have killed me. Hey, Novra. Welcome. We're playing some Crash Bandicoot. Damn. More jet skis, Kelly. This is a secret level, actually. Now we did the gem already. Now we gotta do the time trial. This level actually has no crystals attached to it. It's just the time trial and the gem. Alright, and now we just gotta... break this crate. Yep. And now the nitros are gone, which means we just gotta make our escape. Oh! I missed that shark there. Yes, for 100% this is required. Unlike Crash 1 and 2, where the time trials were added post, like as part of this remake, and they weren't in the original version, the time trials were in the base version of Crash Warped. So if we want to get 100%, we need to get all the relics as well. That's why I didn't do the time trials back in those games, and why I am doing them now. That shark did come out of nowhere. Jesus Christ. I am a little sick of missing that clock. Yeah, but in terms of actual time trials, this is a fairly simple one. It's just execution. It's just how fast can you get to that box and then get out. And you probably noticed, Kelly, that this level is a lot different than a usual Crash level in that it's much more wide open. Okay, I miss. That's fine. It's fine. We'll do it again. We'll lose some time. Yeah, but this level is mostly all about just getting all the boxes. Once you do, just getting out. But since we're doing a time trial, all you have to worry about is getting out as fast as possible. Oh, yep, there you... Oh, fuck. I knew I was gonna get bit, and I didn't have time to course correct. I'm taking that way too tight. I should be going around. I wonder if it's actually faster to go the other route. I'm not a speedrunner, so I actually don't know. Yep. This is real dangerous pollution now that you've mentioned it. And why do I keep missing that clock? There we go. There we go. Smooth so far. It is worth taking a small detour if it saves you a few seconds. But a large detour might not actually be worth it. Like, this is a... Because this saves you 8 seconds of time, this is actually a worthwhile thing to attempt. Even if it's not safe. Because in time trial mode, lives don't count again. You don't lose lives in time trials. So there's no so being risky is in fact rewarded. It's also implied this is like the Caribbean during the pirate era. I might as well just skip that box then and move on. The time required to course wreck would not be worth the time spent trying to get that box. There we go. I wonder if, yeah, I sometimes wonder if going this way would be worth it for all the 3 crates, but I don't think that's actually would be the case. I think I'm actually still doing the ideal path. And now he's got to exit. Is Cortex the architect? Alright, Sapphire. That's fine. That's all we need for 100%. I'm not looking for glory. That's fine. But now we can actually play the reasonable for real. I don't think these get hard yet, but some of the later levels of this type get really frustrating really quickly. But I think we're still in the easier section of these racing levels. Kind of decide whether you're going for the gem or the crystal at first, because you really don't have a good way to go for both in the same run. So it looks like we're going for the crystal since I already missed a couple boxes. So that means we just gotta get in first place. And now that I've realized that my webcam is above the position marker on the bottom left, I'm realizing that that might have been a silly thing for me to do. But I'm already in the middle of doing the race, so I'm not gonna make that change right now. Oh, you son of a bitch! I see femboy hooters? Where'd that come from? Alright. Oh, the engine signs. Okay, yeah, the engine diners. Oh, this is bad. I'm probably not gonna get anything out of this attempt. Unless I, manage to shape up real quickly in the last stretch. I don't know if I have enough time to, actually. There's a lot of cars in front. Yeah, we didn't get anything this attempt. That's also true. Like, frankly, if you're not in first place, you don't get shit. So the only position that actually truly matters is first place in this. The crystal is if you get first place. But it is a good way to track your progress. The marker in the bottom left. It's a good way to let you know how many cars you have yet to pass. Because like, the other thing that's kind of bullshit is that they don't all... Like, this is not really a race because these cars are fixed. Like, they have fixed routines. Like, you're not really going to be able to interrupt them. They're going the direction and speed they're going, and there's not much you can do about it. All you can really do is they're more like obstacles than actual competitors, where you just have to drive around them and get in front of them. Because if you hit them, then you come to a stop, and they don't even get affected. Thankfully, though, in these race levels, lives do not get lost. Oh, come on. This terrain sucks. Alright, there we go. We're making progress. We got one more car to pass. Come on. Don't run me off the road. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. This is actually legitimately why I hate these sections. They are really, like, out of all the gimmicks this game has, this is probably one of the worst ones. It doesn't help that the motorbike kind of controls like ass. Like, you can't really, like, there's no maneuverability. You cannot turn for shit. In the jet ski, that's fine, because in the jet ski levels, you're not really, like, you can take your time and do what you need to. Here, because you are kind of, like, there is a soft time limit, this can get really frustrating. Alright. So far, this isn't too bad. Making good progress. We got 3 cars left to pass. Two cars left to pass. Another important part of these is knowing when to not speed up, because the faster you are, the less maneuverability you have. And you want to be able to have maneuverability. There we go, we're in first. Now we've got to maintain that first place position for the rest of the race. And if we just drive safely, we should be able to do just that. You'll also notice that I am, again, like, sometimes intentionally pumping my brakes on things that I can maneuver them a little bit easier. Alright. That's a crystal. Let's go for the gem. I love you, OBS. I love you, OBS. You're a fucking train wreck. No, let's go for the gem. I can move this safely back to that position. Oh, you know what? We probably should go for the time trial, too. Oh well. We can do another run of this later. Thankfully, the gem runs tend to be a little less frustrating. Is there an option to restart? No? Perfect. Because you can afford to kind of go slowly in the gem run. You jest, Kelly, but at some point there probably will be an entire stream of just these levels. Do a time trial then. Oh, you know what? The time trial time. I need to decide what I want to do. Let's do a time trial. Yeah, let's just do the time trial. Now, do note, the time trial is only concerned about my overall time performing this level. It doesn't actually care what my position is at the end of it. So I could still be in last place in terms of the standings. But if my time trial run time is still within record, I'll get the relic. Because the actual time that the clock says has nothing to do with my standing. In fact, sometimes the best runs of time trial have nothing to do with you being in first place. You'd think that there's a correlation between first place finishes and time trials, but there isn't. In fact, there is often a negative correlation because of the way the time freeze boxes work. And the other thing that we do have to go in our favor for the time trial is that we only need a Sapphire record, which usually isn't too difficult to acquire. Usually the only thing that, like, the times for Sapphire relics are very reasonable. I guess every crate's a time crate in these. That's convenient. We can get the gem and the rock at the same time. Oh, we didn't... Oh, we got the gem. Cool. What's the required time? I got the gem, at least. Target time. Okay. I was literally 3 seconds off. Oh well. We can do this. At least the loading times aren't as bad as they used to be in this version. Like, if I had the old loading times for this would be much more frustrating than it is currently. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. In time trial mode, these racers are a hindrance. Like, it is actually annoying to try to drive around them. Alright. The good thing about these levels, though, is that you don't lose lives. These races actually don't require you to lose lives in any way. If you fall into one of the pits, it just takes out of your time. That turn is really hard to pull off. But, okay. I'm surprised I hit those crates. Okay. We can still get it. Come on. Oh! At least let me retry. Yes. Restart the trial. Yeah, literally half a second off. We were really close. If we didn't fall into that pit at the very end, we would have probably made it. Every second counts. All right. So far, so good. Oh my god, get out of my fucking way. I didn't hit all those boxes, that's frustrating. What is with this turn? Is there even a way to get this turn successfully? Oh my god, I'm missing so many time freeze crates. We still got this, though. Out of my fucking way, dipshit! Oh my god. Oh my god, if... These are really frustrating sections, I'm not gonna lie, guys. These are really frustrating sections of the game. Yeah, if I got one of those time freeze crates that I missed, that would have been golden. This really is showing you, though, how, important it is to get these time freeze crates. They have a huge difference in your performance. Like, just getting a couple of them, or missing a couple of them, can make or break you. It also is a calculated risk in a lot of levels about whether you go for the crates or just keep going. In this, though, you don't really have a reason not to at least try to get all of the crates. I'm getting sick of this car bumping into me. I missed a few of those crates, I think. Missed one of them. Alright. Alright. OBS, stop playing games with me, please. We're back. And we very narrowly got the relic, as you can see. I couldn't just stop reset OBS in the middle of the run, so I just had to finish it, but we did get the relic. We are by, like, less than a second. Which is... At least it's not a second over, it's a second under. We did it. We got the relic. Let's do this underwater section first. I like to do the gimmick levels before I do the actual platform levels because I like to get this out of the way. So let's get this underwater section first. As a reminder, if I get hit once, this device will break. And it's needed to break this coral over here. So literally, I would have missed one box if that had broken at any point. Oh no! That was my fault. You don't want to blame myself there. I never played Donkey Kong Country. How is that? I can if it's underwater level the way that most platforming underwater levels were, I can see why this reminds you of that, because this is very much one of those levels in those kinds of platforming games. Although I will say, these aren't typically bad. These are actually usually pretty good levels. I think a large part of that is that there is no breath meter. Let's just avoid the spin things. And you'll notice this. Notice this wireframe box here. It's important. You'll be coming back to address that box later. Fuck. I guarantee I actually need this thing, so if it dies, I have to kind of reset. Because I need it for these boxes and a couple of other things on our plate. If that memory is accurate, and I have no reason to doubt it at this point. No! Fuck! This can get a little frustrating at times. Oh well. Let's try again. So now that we've finished, we've gotten this crate here, we're not done yet. We gotta go backwards. no mask, but you gotta be a little careful. And now we'll trigger this TNT. The thing with the sub is that at this point, like, I wouldn't be able to bring it back with me. When you go through one of these small holes here, the sub breaks automatically. So I would not be able to bring the sub with me at this point. Like, at this point, it's usefulness has expired. Oh shit! Yeah, nitros bad. Nitros are bad. A little careful. Alright. This should hopefully be the last 10. And now we have the crystal, the clear gem, and the red gem. So that was a pretty big trip. There we go. And now we're gonna go back because we can to get the relic.
So, you pesky little rats aren't going to back off, eh? Just you continue to gather crystals and see what I do.
All right. And that is Dr. Entropy. That is the boss that I did not introduce you to properly last time. Oh, whoops. That's a pretty bad start. Alright, we're making progress, we're making progress. I don't know what the time is for this level, but I imagine we're probably doing a pretty good time overall. Please stop getting stuck on the geometry. Alright, Gold Relic. That was a pretty basic run. Not too fancy. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good run. There were a lot of masks in that time trial, so it was pretty easy to just kind of damage through obstacles and just take it and move on. I think the rest of these are just regular platforming sections, right? Yeah, we're just platforming stuff from here on. So let's go for this. I want to go for this purple gem if I can first. Because if the purple gem opens up a route that I'm not aware of, then I want to have it before I see that route. But most times you see a colored gem path. What that usually indicates that there's a death root on the level. Also, we just got double jump from our flat previous boss. So we will be taking advantage of that power since Dingo Dow did unlock a double jump for us, and we killed him. And if there is a death root on this stage, and it seems like I imagine there probably is. Death roots are unlocked by getting to the death root without dying. So if there is a death root, and if there's a color gem, I had to assume that there is a death root in this level. Our objective is to not die. Thankfully, bonus deaths don't count towards your death root deaths. So even if we screw up this bonus level, we're okay. But this is just trying to teaching you that double jump can be used to scale these boxes. Single jump does nothing. Double jump can get through it. This is all this level is really doing, is teaching you about the double jump mechanic that you just unlocked. I bungled this badly. Oh well. At least we got all the boxes. Guess it wasn't that badly we bungled it. We lost some fruit, but, you know, fruit's not important. This crystal is, though. Hey, cool. We got a mask out of that. There we go. Death root, as I suspected. Now, for those of you who didn't watch the Crash 2 run, a death root is basically a section of the level that is more challenging than normal. With a little more, like, more obstacles and a bit more danger. Oh, okay. Lost the mask, but that's fine. You also notice that there are no boxes in the death root because they don't want to lock the gem behind the death root more often than not. That was a big problem in Crash 2, but that is less a problem in Crash 3. In Crash 3, generally they will not block clear gems behind death roots. So we can make our escape now. We have the crystal, we have the purple gem, but... Whoops, I fell. And just like in Crash 2, the way the game is coded, if you pick up an item, like a gem or a crystal, in the middle of a level, it is essentially locked in. So as long as you hit a exit after picking it up, even if you died between picking it up and getting the exit, it will be in your inventory. So as long as we finish the level at all, even if we don't finish it through the death route, we will be able to turn in and get our purple gem. So that is a little trick that you can use to not save lives, but save a little bit of time. Because now we are, now instead of doing this level twice to do the death route and then get the clear gem, we're only doing it one time. To get the clear gem, the crystal, and the purple gem all in a single trip. Now this is required, but it's one of those little like mini efficiencies that can help speed things along. Bye. And see, now you have all the boxes. So all I gotta do is add the exit this level and we will have a clear gem, a color gem, and a crystal. In a single valley. Efficiency. And we're back. OBS is being a butthead. So far, so good. We've got a bunch of gems and a bunch of crystals. 2 more crystals and we can fight Entropy. Oh yeah, his name is Nefarious Trophy. He's Dr. N. Tropy. Get it? It's a pun. Another way of teaching us how to use the double jump power. You see, entropy is a pun off the word entropy. Like how embryo is like an embryo and engine is like an engine. It's puns. Because Dr. Cortex is a neocortex. The part of your brain. It's all puns. It's punny names. It's a gem route, so I don't know if that will be required. Oh, right. Let's ride Yoshi. I'm not really sure why this creature is in the game, but, you know, I like riding dinosaurs too, so I'll go with it. I don't even think you even need him to platform. I think you're fine going without him. He's just kind of there. All right, so bonus round. And we have a chase afterwards. Just got followed on Twitter by someone named Cute Yoshi, right after mentioning Yoshi's on stream. That's weird, because I didn't actually use the word Yoshi on Twitter. But the timing is too perfectly coincidence. I also love that they give you this body slam symbol if you don't know what to do. As if, like, and here's the thing. if you needed this to explain what to do, you made a bad challenge. All right. I actually don't think it's possible to get 100% in this stage on the first part. I think you actually need the gem path to do it. So we'll probably have to come back later. And we have 10 relics. You have one more crystal left to obtain. Double header.
Well, you've crashed a few parties before, but I never expected you to make it this far. If you don't turn back... I will inflict 1,000 years of suffering on you and the entire universe!
That is a lot scarier in the original game than it is here. Like the fact that they up-res it to HD actually does kind of remove the scare factor. And as you can see, this is the titular doubleheader. This is the enemy this level is named after. Oh, okay, we're good. I guess. This stream is really frustrating sometimes. I don't know what the issue is, because my rig should be able to handle a simple stream. Also, that's how you beat double headers. Just jump them in the head, Goomba stomp them, and you're good. Oh, what the hell? I definitely hit you in the head. Officer, I got robbed. No, except no cops. And the reason I'm getting these roulette crates first is because they have a tendency to become steel crates if you wait too long. So it's important to get them when they're on screen. Alright, and here is a Merlin bot. Well, this is a pretty basic platform level though, so like none of these medieval levels are particularly difficult. They're all usually pretty standard platforming fare. Fuck. Oh, that's bad. Well. I actually need to jump over those crates for detonating the TNT. That is the issue there, because I need that arrow box. I feel like when it's rainy and cold outside, Crash has idle animations that indicate that it's rainy and cold outside. That's nice to touch. No! Yeah, okay, yes, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. And now we can get these crates. Oh, okay. Spawned a little too close to the TNT. That's okay, that's my bad. I tried tricky shit, and tricky shit didn't work. There we go. We're doing it. We're becoming mighty. Just bounce it, not worth the one fruit. There we go. And that is a completed bonus stage. Go around. It's also part of why these levels are kind of easy, is because if you actually want to, you can just go around. You never really have to confront the actual obstacles in front of you. Which makes avoiding said obstacles really, really simple. And that is gem. Our level done. These aren't difficult, not really. And our next boss fight. When I was a young lad, this is one of my favorite boss fights in this game. And it still kind of is, but... No, actually, yeah. I like the final boss in this game a lot. But back in the day, this is a fight that I used to play for fun a lot. Go back and forth on this.
You little vermin are way too stupid to understand what you're getting yourselves into. This time, you've done it!
One thing they improve in this game...
Now you're on my time, you little skunk! Give me the crystals!
Is that in the original game, Dr. Entropy was kind of rushing through his lines, his voice actor was. So it always felt like, So it was always hard to understand what he was saying. But here, they're definitely, like, they're not really rushing through his lines all that much. the actor is very clearly saying what the lines are. It's easier to understand his cadence. Which was just not true back in the PS1 era. Oh, whoops. But as far as bosses go, this is a fairly simple one. You gotta just dodge his projectiles. And his obstacles he's forming. And then when he's vulnerable, just hit him. Although one detail I like about this boss fight a lot, which might actually be why I enjoyed it as a kid, is that as you go through the phases, the scenery changes because you're traveling through time in the middle of the boss fight. And that's a really cool touch. That was a glitch if I ever saw one. This is pretty easy to dodge. And now it's time for phase 3. I also like the background music in this fight a lot. Boss fight over.
But yours soon will be too.
And now we have a new power.
You insignificant morons! By defeating entropy, you have placed us all in grave danger!
Crash, COCO, you must realize that this time twister machine is very delicate. Without Dr. Entropy's constant care and control, who knows what it will do?
That's a good question. That's actually an interesting point that they just raised. Technically, Cortex, and us, using the same device to travel through history. So, like, it feels weird that we never intercept at any point while just in the hub world. He never comes to explore a different time zone. Because technically, this is Entropy's time twister machine. Like, it's his baby. Not the villains, but we're spanners in the work. That's what we are, spanners in the work. But the new power we unlocked by beating Entropy is this Death Tornado spin, which lets you spin for a little longer, and if you're in the air, this can actually let you glide. Like so. So we have a limited gliding ability now, more or less. Which is why we're going to be an airplane for a second. I have no clue what time period this is supposed to be. But it's time to play some Star Fox. 2 boxes. There's one. I'm gonna see the other one. I think that one over there is a meta box. But this is very simple. Get all the boxes to get the gem, get all the blimps to get the crystal. Not a whole lot to it. It's a very basic challenge. And now let's go for the relic. Should be a red balloon, which will be the relic balloon. Yeah, or the time travel balloon. Oh. I hit the balloon first, which doesn't count. So I have to actually quit the level. That's a little frustrating. But okay. I am pretty sure there are no time crates in this level. It is just defeat the blimps as fast as possible. There's literally not a whole lot to it. Let's see if we got a relic or not. Sapphire, that's fine. That's all I wanted. I've already gotten the trophy for this game for getting all the relics of rank gold or higher. I don't have any desire to prove I can do it again. I've already done it once. We don't have mustard gas as a weapon, Kelly, so we can't drop it on people, obviously. So now that we have 10 relics, we can get the yellow gem from Hang 'em High. Which we're gonna do. Like, you can think of this as getting a death route unlocked without having to go through an actual death route. And that's how Death Potato Spin helps you glide. We will need that for a lot of the future challenges. This is the double jump Death Potato Spin combination. And you'll see, and now you see why, despite there not being a whole lot of nitro crates in the base level, there was a green nitro crate nation box. It's because they were all in the bonus level. I am 100% sure you can break Geneva conventions in this game, though I do not know which convention exactly you'd be violating. That's a good question, but I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. I'm just gonna say yes and assume I'm right. But at this point, we now have 3 of the 5 color gems. So we're making pretty good progress. Is there any other gimmick levels we can take care of? As you can see, the enemy for this area is Engine from Crash 2. Jet skis! More jet skis! This game loved jet skis, which in fairness, so do I. 61 crates. Oh. Whoopsie. Alright. Gotta scare the bird off the box, and then break it. Alright, no boxes. Obviously, I don't have to explain, but if that anchor hits you, it's a death. COCO cannot survive getting hit in the head with a fucking anchor. Just like most creatures. Alright. Getting a little dizzy with all this camera turning. Alright, and so far so good. We're halfway through the level. I appreciate the arrow, even though it's not really necessary since it's a linear corridor. One, two, three. And now to get the 4th. Nice. Alright. So far, so good. Making steady progress. Well, I don't think we've actually been, like, aside from that first death, I don't think we've actually taken another hit since then. How many boxes left? There's like 7. Oh. Oh, there goes our mask. Alright, there's all the boxes. Do, do, do. Not much else you can do with channel points, I suppose, than that. Alright, so now we're going to go back into the jet ski level for the relic. Time for a time trial.
So, Crash Bandicoot, we meet again. Uka and Dr. Cortex want me to teach you a lesson. Well, I made a few modifications to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off or be deleted.
Hey, Xenor Christ, welcome to the chat. Yeah, engine is kind of ugly. The rocket impaled in his head really does take a bit of getting used to. Alright, time to trial through this time. We got this, fam. We got this. Oh. Yeah, the warhead in his knock-in is definitely concerning, but I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll live through it. Just a flesh wound. Nothing to worry about. Pretty well. Missed the box, but that's not a big deal. Keep going. This is definitely earworm music, isn't it? Yeah, this is definitely earworm music for sure. I would definitely like to have another mask, but... Oh! Oh, missed. Perfect. I hate you. That's a funny animation, though. That's a good animation. It's okay. We're doing pretty good, actually, with this time trial so far. Just, you know... You might also notice that in time trials they are more liberal with dispensing masks than they would be in most other modes. Like in time trials, there are a lot of masks you can find, and that's very deliberate because of the way like time trials are formed. You are expected to kind of make mistakes because that's just the nature of going quickly. Oh yeah, if the goal is on the box when you break it, it is dead. The goal is an enemy. seems weird to say, but it's true. You have to scare it away from the box, and then... Oh, wait! No, you were not on that box! Fuck you! Piece of crap. I got robbed. You saw that, chat. You saw I got robbed. That wasn't a robbery. That was me being a stupid. Being a fool. Do 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 do. That's probably better that I missed that. Actually. There we go. Fuck. Damn. That was a little embarrassing. Then again, these time trials are not necessarily easy. I need to just kind of... What I need to do is just kind of commit. I feel like what I'm doing is correcting, and in the process of correcting, like leading right into the cannonball. So what I should probably do is just commit. Or lean into it. Like that. There we go. Bad so far. See if our luck can continue. There we go. Oh, there goes one nice. Fuck. I really enjoy these jet ski levels. Like, I have a lot of fun with them. These, and that's probably why I'm actually so relaxed about it, because, like, I genuinely have fun, like, just piloting this vehicle. And that does count for a lot. Like, compared to the racing levels, which I genuinely do not like the racing levels at all. I think they're bad levels. I think that goal is a bad enemy. But just, I enjoy this jet ski. I always have. And that does go a long way toward leaving that frustration that you get from constant deaths. Oh, that goal is just gone. Nice. I don't know if that's a glitch or the game having mercy on me. Oh well, I lost a second. Oh well. Damn. That was close. With that shark. There we go. Smooth sailing. That's what it is. I want to see smooth sailing. Silky smooth. Or maybe actually Selkie smooth. Selkie smooth. Gold relic, not bad. Is it really something if you're on a jet ski? Fair? Fair. The waking doesn't have the same ring to it. The rest of these are just straight up platforming challenges. Pardon-moi. Now I believe there are boxes at the... Yep. Now the left, or the right is how you go through the level. This is for the gem, I believe. Now... that's not how you do it. I did it wrong. Whatever you do, don't do what I just did. That's wrong and bad and silly. But we can cross this moat. With the Death Tornado Spin we just unlocked. And that is what the game expects you to do. I'm not gonna take that checkpoint, actually. That's the skip? Why is that there? What point does that serve? Oh, I need to get the 4 boxes. Right, of course. Why would I want to skip something when, like, this has boxes over here? Why would I want to skip this? I mean, I got some lives, so thanks, I guess, but I don't actually need them. I have 43. Why would I want to skip this? I guess, you know what? If you're doing the time trial, that makes sense. Or maybe it even doesn't make sense then, because the time trial, you still need to get time freeze crates. I don't know. That seems kind of silly, actually, now that I keep thinking about it. Maybe it's just there to teach you about the Death Tornado spin that you unlocked. Maybe, but that doesn't make that's something's off about that. So, fun fact: you can still trigger the platforms even when the enemy is dead. Okay. Whoops. That breeze feels nice. I'm talking about in real life, not in the game. I don't know what I was thinking, actually. I need the fruit that badly. I can just let them blow up. It's fine. I want to just do that. A blue gem path. Useful to know. Nice nitro crit in the air. Cool. What do you know about a blue gem path, which is probably where the other clear gem is in this level now that we've seen where it is. Hopefully there's no clear gems hidden in that path. Or no boxes hidden behind that path. Xenochrist, have you noticed that blue transparent black platform? That is locked behind the blue gem, which we haven't been able to unlock yet. Oh, we lost that light. It doesn't matter because at least we got the boxes. Alright, and that's all 28 boxes. Five boxes remaining. And I believe we have a nitro box left to detonate, so that might be where the last 5 boxes are. There we go. And we can't really come back for that other gem until we have the blue gem. But that's okay, we can hold off on it. We haven't even got a chance to unlock it yet. Done this. Done this. Future Frenzy. And Tomb. Oh, there's the blue gem. Well, this is my dumbass fault. Of course, there's probably a death route. Also, do you get it? Tomb Waiter? Cause Lara Croft is the Tomb Waiter. But yeah, the gimmick of this level is that the water rises and falls. Which makes this a problematic relic run when you try to actually do it. Which we're not going to do relic runs for a while because we need to actually get the last power to make those easier. Also note that Crash cannot swim, so if he gets into that water too deep, he will drown. I also am a big fan of Crash puns. Let's get this bonus section. And if there's a blue gem, I suspect there's going to be a death root. Okay, that was a waste. Oh. Nice. We got a mask. Shadow the Tomb Raider would be an awesome level for a new Crash game, I agree. That would be a really funny level name. Or Rise the Tomb Raider. Okay. Very nice. We get to replace that mask we just lost. I kind of appreciate that they couldn't figure out a better platform to put in here than just a steel crate. Just a lump of steel crates. I believe that's the death route. Yep. Oh, that was my dumbass fault. And now we have no mask. No mask. Fuck! Oh well. Whew. That's why they're death routes. They're hard. They're supposed to be hard. Give it a moment. Go. Past the first part. This is gonna be tricky. No, 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 no! Fuck. Hit the wrong sequence of buttons. Meant to do a detonator spin and ended up doing nothing. It feels like the double jump and tornado spin controls are a little finicky sometimes. Alright. There we go. Got the blue gem. Now die. And from here, it should be much smoother sailing. Sad face. Looks like we're about to finish up for the episode. This might actually be the last thing we do. That's cool how the insects fly above the water when it's too high. Checkpoints. Do I think Crash Bandicoot's where YouTuber got the detonations from? No, no, that's funny because of the detonation of this game, but no, that's something uniquely Crystal X. That's not this game. Whatever problem they have with women in power, that's their thing. Yes. Flawless victory. Another victory. Another crystal and 2-gem combo. That's a conversation ender if I ever heard one. Someone was really jacking off to Lara Croft getting injured. You betcha. But as for us, that's about as far as we're going to get today. We'll probably be able to get to the last warp room and maybe even finish the last warp room next episode. We're not going to be 100% at that point, I imagine. We're probably going to have a lot more ahead of us at that point. But You managed to make it a fair way through the 4th warp room today. We made a lot of progress. Thank you all the wonderful people in the chat. This has been a very, very fun episode to record. And before I go, don't forget, Black Lives Matter. All lives do not matter until Black Lives Matter. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Social distance. Stay 6 feet away from each other. And stay safe. Until next time, take care. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Because I am on call next week. For my job. But... oh yeah, fuck cops. Thanks for reminding me. Fuck the police. But take care, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys.